You don't hear it, but something out there has already noticed you. 40,000 years ago, that was just Tuesday. No hospital, no weather app, no lock on the door, just you, your tribe, and a list of ways to die that would make a modern safety inspector faint. Today we count down the 10 deadliest threats your ancestors actually survived. And the thing that finally wins at number 1 isn't a claw or a fang. It's the fire you're sitting next to right now. Number 10. Extreme cold. Your breath freezes before it leaves your mouth. Neanderthals living in this exact world actually ran a little warmer than you. Built stocky, built for heat retention. But biology alone lost to a real ice age. The fix wasn't muscle, it was a needle. Around 40,000 years ago, humans in Siberia started stitching fitted, sealed clothing, while Neanderthals were still wrapping loose hides that left hands and feet exposed. Same cold, different tailoring. One side froze. Number 9. The thing from above. You're walking open ground. You never once look up. In South Africa, a 3-year-old skull sat in a museum drawer for 80 years with strange punctures nobody could explain. Then someone matched those marks to a crowned eagle's talons mid-kill. Your ancestors learned fast after that. Scan the ground, sure, but also scan the sky. Constantly, forever, which is exhausting and also the entire reason you still flinch at shadows passing overhead. Number 8. The thing from below. Now look down instead. A skull fragment found in a cave carries 2 round holes, spaced exactly like a leopard's fangs. The leopard dragged its kill up a tree. The tree grew over a sinkhole. The bones fell straight through into the dark, waiting there for a few 100,000 years until someone finally found them. Up, down, it didn't matter. Something was always hungry. Number 7. Venom. Somewhere in your brain right now sits a cluster of cells that reacts to a snake shape in about 55 milliseconds, before you've even consciously registered it. That's not a metaphor, that's measured. And when the reflex failed and the bite landed, ancient healers had a backup plan. On 2 completely different continents, Africa and India, they independently chewed the same family of root. It actually worked. Both healers were blocking the same venom enzyme at a molecular level neither of them could ever see. Different snakes, same plant. No meeting required. Number 6. The wound that wouldn't heal. A simple cut could kill you just as easily as a lion. One Neanderthal in Spain had a raging tooth abscess. He chewed poplar bark for the pain. Without knowing it, he also chewed a mold that produces actual penicillin 45,000 years before anyone got a Nobel Prize for the same idea. Meanwhile, a famous flower burial in Iraq, taught in textbooks for 60 years as ancient tenderness, just got quietly solved. The pollen came from burrowing bees, not mourners. The grave was still real. The florist had 6 legs. Number 5. Childbirth. No softening this one. In a world without hospitals, close to 1 in 4 babies didn't survive their first year. A woman's odds of dying in childbirth over her lifetime ran close to 1 in 15. Human hips got narrower, right as human skulls got bigger, which is evolution's messiest trade-off. The fix was never medical. It was other people. Grandmothers, aunts, and neighbors carried the load together. That's the real reason humans can safely have a baby every 2 to 3 years. A chimpanzee, raising 1 baby alone, needs 5 or 6. Number 4. Starvation, no fridge, no store. Just whatever the land gave up that week, and some weeks it gave up nothing. Successful hunters didn't hoard the kill, they gave it away, banking on the same favor coming back during the next bad season. Scientists can actually see who managed this better, right in old teeth. Neanderthal children show ongoing stress lines in their enamel that never fully recover. Early human children show one sharp stress spike, then quick recovery, because someone fed them fast. Sharing wasn't a nice idea, it was the actual algorithm. Number 3. Other people. For decades, a lakeside site in Kenya was taught as humanity's oldest massacre. Turns out it was probably just lake sediment crushing old bones, not war. But 600 miles north, a burial ground in Sudan tells a real, ugly story. A quarter of the people buried there carry both old healed wounds and fresh fatal ones. Proof of conflict that dragged on for years, not one single battle. So some tribes built insurance instead. Communities in the Kalahari traded ostrich shell beads across hundreds of miles, turning total strangers into people who owed you shelter the day your own land turned against you. Number 2. Getting left out. In 2003, scientists had people play a simple ball game inside a brain scanner, then had the other players quietly stop passing the ball. Just that. Being ignored in a game lit up the same brain region that fires during physical pain. Your brain still runs that alarm today. In real hunter-gatherer bands, being cut off from the group during a hard winter could kill you within days. No violence needed. Just silence and an empty hand where food should have been. Getting left on red hits a very, very old nerve. Number 1. The fire you're sitting next to. It cooked your food, it kept the dark at bay. It let your brain grow bigger by freeing up energy your gut used to burn. It should be the hero of this whole list. Here's the twist. Soil inside a Neanderthal cave in Gibraltar, burned for thousands of years straight, shows lead and heavy metal contamination that would shut down a modern factory. Warm, smoky, crowded caves also turned out to be an ideal breeding ground for airborne disease. Researchers now think this is exactly where tuberculosis got its start in humans. Tuberculosis alone has killed over 1 billion people, more than every war and famine in history combined. The invention that saved your species from the cold, the claws, and the dark quietly became its deadliest killer of all. So here's what actually got you here. Not muscle, not speed. A needle passed between camps, a root chewed by 2 healers who never met, a bead traded 400 miles just so a stranger might owe you a favor. Every single thread on this list got solved the same way. People sharing what worked, region to region, tribe to tribe, until it became you. Watching this, warm, fed, and completely unaware you're sitting next to the deadliest thing on the entire list. And this list still isn't the whole story. That same Neanderthal in Spain, the one self-medicating with penicillin mold, also had a parasite living in his gut the entire time. He was chewing chamomile and yarrow just to survive his own digestive system, running 3 separate treatments at once without a single medical degree between him and death. Somewhere else, entire people were dying from nothing more than belief. Convinced their tribe had turned against them, their hearts simply stopped, flooded with more stress than a human body was ever built to handle. Doctors today call it a broken heart. Back then, it just meant you'd been cast out and your own body agreed with the verdict. That burial ground in Sudan wasn't just a quarter of the dead carrying old wounds. Researchers counted over 100 separate injuries there, logged one skeleton at a time, stone points still lodged in bone. Meanwhile, far to the south, some tribes were already building their way out of exactly that kind of violence. Beads made from ostrich eggshell, traded hand-to-hand across the Kalahari, have been traced by their chemical signature to sources over 600 miles away. In a few cases, closer to 1,000, somebody carried a single bead that far, on foot, just to keep a friendship alive for the day they might need it. And the needle that saved you from the cold wasn't one invention either. Large ones in China, built for tough animal hide. Tiny ones in Siberia, fine enough to stitch underwear, sewn by hands that never once met across that entire distance. None of that made today's top 10. It might make a video of its own. Maybe check that smoke alarm tonight. Somewhere, a Neanderthal really wishes he'd had one.